The Cast Compass Podcast, hosted by Michelle and Lisa Cast. Welcome to the Cast Compass Podcast. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Lisa. And we're a couple of moms, and your hosts on this wild, beautiful ride called life.
We're here to help you navigate your next phase, whether that's family building, career shifts, personal growth, or rewriting the story of what your life should look like.
Our path hasn't been traditional. IVF, job losses, parenting through chaos, starting over in our 40s. But we've learned how to trust our gut and follow our compass, even when it's scary.
Each week we'll bring real talk, a little astrology, a lot of heart, and stories that make you feel seen.
So if you're craving connection, clarity, and maybe a cocktail along the way, welcome home. Welcome to the Cast Compass Podcast. We're Michelle and Lisa, partners in life, moms to our 3-year-old son, Leo.
And guides for anyone navigating their next big chapter. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Lisa.
And this is episode 4.
When you know it's time to leave your career.
Wow.
Are you ready for it?
I did that.
Are you ready for it?
This one's for anyone who's ever felt stuck, unfulfilled, or like their career no longer fits. I mean, I didn't feel like my career fit ever, really. I mean, that's not entirely true.
Yeah.
The 9-to-5 life just wasn't really ever like my jam, right?
That's true. But you always embraced all of your roles.
Yeah.
I mean, Michelle, you went from working some like weird office job to waitressing. Well, you were an RA in college.
Right. And I waitressed.
And you waitressed there. Weird office job, more waitressing. And then you applied for an assistant retail manager position. Forget the actual just like retail clerk, you know?
No.
Person just like needs to be the manager. Used all of your experience, wrapped it up in a neat little bow to apply for this job, and you got it.
I nailed it.
Literally.
Nailed it. I always was able to take, because I always was a manager. I always was a boss. Like you said, I was an RA.
Well, that's how you see all of your experience.
Right.
A lot of people don't. Not everybody knows how to use their past experience and shape it into a successful
transition.
Yeah, transition. Mm-hmm.
And so I would always, oh my gosh, Lisa, the nights that I would spend preparing for interviews, this was before, now everyone does it, really, for the most part. You kind of have to in this day and age. But I, by hand, would take my resume, take all my jobs, write notes on everything I did, look at the job description. I would see how the jobs I had applied to the job that I was going for, write it all out, practice it, write down some sample questions, strengths, weaknesses, how my prior experience applied to the role, and I would always get the job. I changed industries a few times.
Yes.
Crazy, but also such a testament to my perseverance and strength.
That is why you're perfect to run the Cast Compass.
And show other people that you literally can do anything you want to do, and I want to help you do it.
That's right. She's the one to do it. And she'll sprinkle in a little bit of your astrology to help you.
I sure will. No, I really will.
No, I know you will.
Because so one of the reasons that Lisa and I were kind of led also to the Cast Compass was that, I don't know what happened, but we found ourselves last summer just feeling a lot more in tune with the universe. I was looking for a job.
Right.
And I had just gotten a new job. And we had been really trying to listen to the universe for signs. We started kind of following more of the planetary happenings, what was happening with the moons, the new moons, manifesting. And we started to kind of see that we were really in tune with the universe. And also understand that beyond just knowing our signs, there was so much more to astrology that we loved.
Right.
And that really was kind of impacting these moments in our lives. And so when I did get laid off the last time, it was kind of like a natural transition to say, that's it. Let's go towards what's really been calling to us lately.
We both felt that way, right? So sometimes in a partnership, one person is like, I have this big, amazing idea, and this is what I'm going to go for. And the other person is like, that is a terrifying idea. I don't support it. But I think I even said to you before you said to me, or we said it at the same time, you're not doing this again. You're not going to go be on LinkedIn hours and hours of your life applying for jobs, your resume getting lost in queues because AI does it all. Like, you have too much talent and you have too much behind you and passion towards this other specific thing that I think could really be successful.
Yeah.
And like I said, like, yeah, it's probably going to suck for a little bit, but there's nothing better than knowing that you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, loving it, and making money.
And Lisa was like, Michelle, obviously the social media, obviously the podcast, obviously all these things we've been talking about, the universe is handing it to us.
We both just felt it was the right way to go.
But Lisa also said, I have watched you take your experience and apply it to getting all of these jobs and all of these roles and changing careers throughout the year. She's like, you can teach that to other people.
Right.
You should 100% be a coach. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, it would really be my dream to like also like bring in like the astrology and planetary element. And she was like, that's so cool. Like, that's awesome. And like, it was something we talked about. And then of course, because our phones are listening, because I'm sure our phones are listening to everything
forget
today.
About it.
It popped up for me to learn astrology as well. Mm-hmm. And so Lisa, when I brought it to her and I was like, listen, this is an expense. We're putting money in. We're paying for childcare. I just have unemployment coming in right now. She was like, Michelle, you have to do this. Like, learning astrology is something that's going to take your coaching to the next level. You love it. You're so good at it. 100%, there's no question. Make the investment. Y'all, find yourselves a partner that is going to believe in you. And it's so true to say that like other people see you sometimes more clearly than you can see yourself. And Lisa and I are busy and we don't get a lot of time to really sit and talk all the time. Mm-hmm. She's in the city all week. Then we're juggling Leo, social plans, hosting things, whatever it is we're doing. When we actually do have those rare moments where we can sit and talk and like I can really get her input and advice, she always sees me. This is why we've been together for 24 years so clearly. And it's like, thank you. It's exactly what I needed to hear. And to know that I have that support behind me has been such a gift. And it's really what's going to make us successful.
I'm so tired of seeing you rack your brain and waste your time finding a job, a corporate job, you know, something that, okay, we'll just pay the bills. Because I know what it's like to just pay the bills.
I know.
And I know you know that.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I'm able to. I make a wonderful living. You're right. I'm not in a bad place at all.
You work with great people.
Yeah,
your boss is amazing.
It's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it for the world. So that also allows me to be like, hun, please, I can't see you do this anymore. Please go do what I know will be successful, because you can make anything happen when you put your mind to it.
Which we've been talking about for the last 3 episodes, which is amazing.
Right.
But, you know, we're going to bring it back to astrology again. Lisa is a Taurus. The fact that she is telling me to do this, Tauruses care so much about money, luxury, comfort, and stability. The fact that Lisa is saying, go for this, we're going to figure it out, also is a really great testament to her faith in the universe, which is really inspiring for me to think about, because I am in some moments afraid, nervous. I don't want to fail. You know, I want to see the success now because I want us to like not get into debt because we're already in debt. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, there are fears that come up around identity. I was afraid, what would our families say? You know, we only just kind of mentioned to like Lisa's dad on Easter that I was making this career change, you know? And like, he was so supportive and like, yo, I want to know about that. Like, oh, cool. Did you have to get certified? Like, what did you do? And like, when do you take off? When do you launch? I mean, hearing that from our families has been amazing. And starting over though, at 42, whew, it is not for the weak.
I mean, but we see so many people now. You're exposed to so many people in the media who decided, you know what, I'm not doing conventional anymore. I'm going unconventional, and they are living a life beyond their wildest dreams. And we have it has even been proven, right, through our own lives and the steps we've taken to just follow what felt right for us. And it has really paid off. I mean, when we talked about in one of the past episodes about moving to Astoria, it took about 3 months, 2 or 3 months.
We moved May 1st. I got my job June 11th.
Right.
You got your job July 13th.
Right. And that's like corporate stuff, right? So if you think about making a leap into something that, it's going to take a couple of months, but like saying that like, this is what feels right. This feels right. It will follow. And it's just a matter of having that patience. Like, yeah, sure, it's absolutely terrifying. Who's to say what's going to happen? But
we trust.
What we say, what could happen and what will happen is that it's going to be better than we ever expected. You just absolutely never know. And if you don't go for it, like, you'll just continue to live a life that like you just don't really want to be living.
It's true. And one of the challenges that I'm finding in taking this leap, because we're all about the real talk here, right? We're all about this is not perfect, this is messy, but we're showing up. I'm hearing so much conflicting information on what to do, right? Just right down to social media. Like, for example, I am taking a course called Passive Digital Mastery, similar to some of those courses you see where they're a master resale course on how to become an influencer and make money online. So that the person, Fran Fields, who started that, says, she started this secret Instagram account that no one in her friends and family knew about and started talking about making money online. And she took off because she saw someone else do it. So I'm like, okay, should I be starting like this new Instagram page and like talking about, like, I honestly am kind of going, though I'm following the compass, though I want to help other people, I don't necessarily know the way because this is all very uncharted. And there's a lot of conflicting, confusing information about post every day, don't post every day, post 3 times a day, don't post 3 times a day, put text on screen, don't put text on screen, put captions on screen, don't put captions on, use a trending sound, don't use a trending sound, use a voiceover, shouldn't be more than 45 seconds, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 90 seconds. Oh my God, my head is spinning every day. And I'm up late every night and can barely get out of bed in the morning to achieve this like amazing schedule that we want to achieve, plus juggling our child and everything else. And as someone recently said on our TikTok, that's life, y'all. Life is hard. We get it. Life is hard.
No, they said that's life.
Deal. We're dealing, but we're stressed. But I set an intention in episode 1.
That's right.
This is episode 4.
That's right.
Hopefully, at the time of this airing, I'm feeling more chill. And maybe even, I'm going to put this out there, at the time of this airing, I've already booked 10 readings, more than 10. And I'm bringing in all the bacon. So we're putting it out there.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
The universe, us even just sitting down to do this podcast is us saying to the universe, yes, this is what we want.
Yes.
It's a yes moment.
So when do you know it's time to leave your career, though? For me, it was layoffs, right? For me, it was feeling like I wasn't necessarily aligned. For Lisa, in seeing me, it was, you're not happy.
Misery.
This keeps happening. I mean, it's hard. I love you, right? But how do you know? Are you waking up in the morning dreading? I talked about this on one of my recent social media posts. I have no idea what day it is, and I love it. I don't have Sunday scaries. I don't dread my days. I don't necessarily live for the weekends.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Do you wake up and have Sunday scaries every day? Do you feel like you have no energy at home? Do you feel like you're not living in alignment with what you're meant to do? Do you feel like Lisa said in another episode, if something keeps coming up for you that you're called to do, a dream, does that just keep repeating for you and do you just not know where to begin? You know what? Just try. We have a friend who was out of work for over a year and she's very talented. She should be on camera. She should have a social media. But you know what? Our generation has a really hard time putting themselves out there. I get it. But it's like, if you just start and you say yes to the universe, and this is what keeps coming up for you, then you have to know it's time to take that bet on yourself. Is there anything else you would say, Lisa, about, let's not even, Lisa's writing a memoir. Let's talk about that. Don't laugh at me.
I'm laughing at myself.
Let me tell y'all, I buy Lisa books on how to write.
If there's anyone who will help you change your life, I'm telling you, it's Michelle. She, she's always supported everything that I've dreamt of making a reality.
Oh my God, I bought her a ukulele. I bought her a music writing book.
I did use that ukulele.
Yeah,
and
you
that
did.
came into
And
good use. That was
really
pretty
proud
fantastic.
Of you.
That was a moment.
Lisa sang and played the ukulele at her sister's wedding and got over really big fears of performing.
Yeah.
And learned 2 songs, and it was incredible.
In 14 days.
Yeah, because we saved that for the last minute.
What else would I say?
You're writing a memoir.
Oh, we're not talking about me.
Well, I mean, we are. This is important. You're a Gemini rising and a Gemini moon. Your means is through communication, writing, talking, podcast, books, right? You have a story to say, Lisa.
I do. I do have a story
and
to say.
And I understand the challenges now. Like, Lisa was doing really well for a while. She was in a writing class. She had a writing group.
Oh, it was amazing. And then Leo came early.
Leo.
And it's hard. It's hard to make time, And there may be times in your life where you're like, it's not a good idea for me to do this. It's not a good idea for me to do this. And listen, maybe you'll just keep going to do that conventional thing because you're not ready. But something deep down in your soul, okay? And I'm only saying this because it's how I felt the last time Michelle got laid off. If the universe keeps pushing you out of that conventional role and forcing you out of it, there's gonna come a time where deep down in your soul, you're gonna feel it. You're gonna know. And like kind of be released from that and say, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to that. I am going to go towards what I know is going to work. It's going to be hard, but it will work.
And it's going to pay off.
And it's going to pay off.
And like, not just financially, because this isn't even just about finances.
No, because it's also about fulfillment.
Yes.
It's also about feeling fulfilled. It's helping other people, being fulfilled in what you love to do, and wake up every day saying, yeah, I can't wait to do that. Or maybe it's so that you have more time with your children. Yeah, I want to do that. Maybe it's so that you are able to get out of maybe even a bad relationship and move and be independent. There's so many different reasons.
We went to bed last night at 1 a.m.
Yes, we did.
We woke up at 7:30. Not too bad. Thankfully, Leo slept in. I was not tired.
No.
I'm always tired. I was so excited to record our podcast today. We were putting in laundry. We were having breakfast. We were bopping and doing and playing and watching Blippi and Mika and whatever the heck else we were doing, filling vitamins and opening Amazon packages. Like,
doing laundry.
We were doing it all. Like, literally. And then we got ready, put away laundry. I mean, Lisa and I didn't bicker once, which we don't bicker all the time.
No.
But the vibes were just like immaculate in our home today. We didn't feel an ounce of tired. Don't ask me how maybe we're going to feel tonight. We might crash out.
Yeah. I don't even know how. Yeah.
But that just kind of goes to show, even though we're not yet getting paid, waking up today to say, we are recording our first 4 episodes of our brand new podcast. This is something that we have been wanting to do, talking about doing, and we're doing it, and we're so excited to do it. I think this is a great segue into our segment, which is called Turning Point, a moment you knew it was time to go or do something, right? I think like having that feeling, waking up excited for the day, even though you maybe slept not an ideal night of sleep, you know, like that's what you're meant to be doing.
I'm so happy you felt that way about today.
Oh my God, it was so great.
I was excited too. But I mean, for you, it was like, yeah.
You asked me, you're like, you're excited? I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. And like, I always like, I'm like, oh, I didn't sleep enough. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I gotta do my hair. Oh no, I was like, I'm doing it. I'm curling it. I'm doing it. Did you have a turning point moment for the segment, a moment when you knew it was time? I guess is when I got laid off for the last time.
Yeah, that was it. That's just like I had said before.
Yeah.
It was deep down in my soul. I was like, she can't do this anymore. I can't watch this happen.
And you know what? If leaving your career is not what you can do, please don't.
Of course.
Changing careers, maybe I can help you figure out how to take
while
your
you're still in your current career, Michelle can help you figure out how to use your experience and make that shift. I'm telling you.
And the universe, too, and the planets and astrology.
Yes. And Michelle is not just going to rely on faith and be like, you should have faith. Like, literally, she can look at a resume and turn it into whatever it is you want to go for. I can guarantee it.
Yeah.
I've watched her do it for herself and for friends. Mm-hmm. And she's done it for friends of ours, too.
Yeah. I want to know for you, though, the moment you decided to write your memoir, what was it inside you that told you this is a story I need to tell?
Well, a lot of people liked my writing, which always helps. Yeah. And I knew that it was a story that other people would most likely be able to relate to if I could find the right way to write it. And that's probably the hardest part. Is figuring out the right way to write it to tell the story but make the impact.
If anyone out there listening right now is an agent or a publisher and wants to help Lisa finish her story, listen, I'm not joking, y'all. You have a story that I want people to hear.
Yes, and it will get out there. And I can promise you that.
Listen, if you're feeling the pull to pivot, download our free Career Compass check-in worksheet. Or DM us to share your story. Maybe we can have you on a future episode.
Yes. Or maybe you want to ask Michelle to help you make the pivot to a new career.
That's right. I would love to work with you. I would love to read your chart and tell you the right time to do it. Or maybe you just want to talk about straight up coaching. Maybe astrology is not your thing. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
We're here for all the peeps, all the girlies.
She's here for all the peeps and all the girlies.
What if they want to work with you?
What am I doing? I can guarantee one thing. You're definitely going to have fun. And then I can also guarantee there will be success.
Aw.
So thanks for joining us today.
We're so grateful that you were here. Thank you so much for tuning in
and listening and watching.
Yes. Follow and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if this feels like home already, which we really hope it does, leave us a review and share with a friend. We really want to just be able to help as many people as we can. And we'd love to hear more about what else you want to hear from us.
Bye.
Take care. The Cast Compass Podcast. New episodes every week.
Follow, rate, and share with someone who needs a little direction.